test. What's up, dudes? Hey, dudes, what's up? Go push, bones. Love the costume, by the way. Fantastic. It's subtle, except for the top hat. But without the top hat, you could walk around and it's like, baby dough? Maybe not. Yeah, nice. We can't plug Amazon. We're at Barnes & Nobles. No Amazon. Thank you all for coming out. Wow. I'm so delighted by all the costumes and the hats, and it's like it's 2016 all over again. I'm more. COVID never happened. What are we talking about today? I guess there's a new book. There's a new book, everybody.
You have the books.
You want to trade? I'm loud.
No. So Disney's hit animated series Gravity Falls. Thank you, Nathan. Everyone, this is Nathan.
Give it up for Nathan, everybody.
Testing? Oh, much better.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Thank you. So yes, Gravity Falls. We all know it. 2012 to 2016. That makes me feel old.
Oh, how do you think it makes me feel? White hair is shooting off of my head. Yeah. Hide my aging face from you all.
So I wanted to start with what inspired you to make the Book of Bill at this particular moment in time. It's halfway through 2024?
Yeah, well, obviously I love Gravity Falls, even though the show ended in 2016, in my mind, it's always, the characters are like alive in my head, right? So like if I'm walking around the house and I can't find my keys, like I hear Grunkle Stan like, where are my keys? Dip or Mabel? Who threw them in the bottomless pit? Like it's going on. Like if I'm like sleep deprived, like Old Man McGucket comes out, just like, it's 3 a.m., when am I gonna get to sleep? Like so they're always talking in my brain. So to you, the show ended, but to me, it's still going, but it's inside my skull. And so when Disney asked, hey, would you have any interest in writing another book? Because Journal Number 3 was really well received, and we did Lost Legends and a few others. I was trying to think, God, I don't want to do something I've already done, so what would be like a new type of book? And I said, oh, I got it. What if we did like a evil, like cursed, satanic Bible by Bill that gives people awful advice? And they're like, no, why would we, what? Like, absolutely not. And I was like, that's fair, you guys are right. Sorry, okay. And then like years later, there was a new department of Disney, and they're like, hey, remember that crazy evil Bill book you pitched years ago? We're desperate enough, we want it now. So I was like, no, you guys don't. So I sent them like a really weird, messed up, like sort of like outline, like trying to scare them off. And they're like, yeah, we'll take it. We'll do it. So here we all are. I don't know what happened. The world got weirder, and now Bill is more acceptable than he used to be. So now these exist. That's the tale.
And a Barnes & Noble exclusive.
Yeah, well. They don't got these at Amazon. Get out of here, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. Please keep selling my Book of Bill. Bill's Book of Bill, you're right, thank you. Good catch.
And since its initial airing, the show's dedicated fan base has obviously expanded into a new generation of kids, along with young adults who are either watching again or missed it the first time around. Can you tell us more about how you think the fan base will connect with the Book of Bill?
I have absolutely no idea. You make the thing, and then you send the thing out in the world, and then people, they like it, or they don't like it, or they're mad, or who knows? It's impossible to predict. I just sort of try to make the thing that, like I said, the voices are in my head, so I just listen, we'll see what they do, and then see what people think. But it does sort of feel that way, like it's not as sort of calculated as that, right? I will say that I'm like so just shocked and grateful that people still remember and like and are discovering the show for the first time. You know, when I was in high school, like in like 10,000 AD or whatever, like a TV show would be on TV. You would watch it at a time slot. When it was over, you didn't know anyone else who watched the same show. You'd like talk to your like friend or your cat or something. There were people dressing up, and then it was over, and then it was just like it never happened. And now, Gravity Falls came out in 2012 with like the rise of social media and Tumblr, and so it had this big fan base, but I expected it to fade, once it was over, and then thanks to streaming and Disney Plus, all these like new young people are discovering it that are like kids that are like, oh, a new show for me. Like they don't know that I haven't seen it before, so it's new. Many friends of mine, good Lord, as age as me, who worked on Gravity Falls, artists and writers, they now have kids that are now old enough to be starting to watch Gravity Falls, and they love it. And they don't, they're not watching it because mom worked on it. They're watching it because they want to watch it, and then mom gets to be cool for having worked on it. So, this has just been a repeated gift. I do not have any children. This is my child. Be kind to him. He doesn't deserve it, though.
Oh my God, crazy child. And then, what's fun about channeling the character Bill Cipher?
Yeah, everybody's got a little Bill Cipher in them. Sorry to tell you this way. Sorry, I had to learn this way.
Oh my God.
But if you hold a stethoscope up here, you'll hear like a right? Under the third rib, if you triangulate, there's a little Bill inside there. Bill is just, he is that sort of attention-starved, just manic, hyperactive child who doesn't think that he should ever have a bedtime or ever stop eating sugar or ever just stop beating another kid with a stick. He has no filter. He's this pure creature of id and ego, and I think everyone has some aspect of that then we, to be a functioning society, learn to turn down. But Bill was created sort of conceptually to be, as Dipper is going from childhood to adulthood, he's trying to navigate his teen life, and he's trying to sort of, exit the mind of a child and enter the mind of an adult. And of course, it's these sort of weird, almost childlike forces that are antagonistic to him, like little Gideon and Bill Cipher, which is has these sort of the tricks of a trillion-year-old gambler, but the impulses of a 2-year-old. And so it's that's sort of thematically where that comes from. So I have not grown up in any way, shape, or form. So it's very easy for me to tune into my inner annoying child for this.
Yeah, you already answered my next question. It just comes naturally.
Yeah.
So, moving on to address the elephant in the room. Is Bill dead?
Is Bill dead? Well, so, okay, I'm sure you've heard of Schrodinger's cat, right? Are you familiar with the thought experiment of Schrodinger's cat? This concept of the idea that, in quantum physics, you can have a particle that can be, it can be both a particle and a wave, depending on whether it's being observed or not. The short version is, when you open the box, the cat might be dead or might be alive, and it's both at the same time until you open the box. All that is a long way of saying that while the book is closed, Bill is dead. While the book is open, Bill is alive. If you open and close the book quickly, you're bringing him to life and killing him over and over and over again, which he might like. That's kind of that's sort of how I feel about fiction, is that it's alive when you're thinking about it, it's dead when you're not, it springs right back to life when you think about it again. Bill sort of straddles athwart the line between fiction and things outside of fiction, so I think of him as both at once, all the time, forever, for better or for worse.
And Bill has obviously an impressive list of superpowers, from looking amazing in formal wear to pyrokinesis, of course. And I say formal wear because I do have a bow tie, but
Very nice. I'm jealous.
what is your personal favorite?
My favorite power of Bill's is his seeming ability to cross over into other television shows. None of the other characters in Gravity Falls have been able to do that. He had a cameo on The Simpsons. He was in the background, and Rick and Morty, he's been hidden in comics by people that I've never met. There's something about that one character that, for whatever reason, talking about the sort of border between fiction and real just seems to seep into things. He's given me opportunities to have all these weird experiences. So that has affected my reality the most, is his ability to sort of seemingly leap from fiction world to fiction world into our actual world right now.
And moving to the actual physical book Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning full color illustrations, some 18 and up, and other cool stuff. So what kind of interactive features can fans look forward to diving into?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love this book to be as interactive as humanly possible, just because Bill is a creature of, he's constantly messing with people and surprising you, and he's playing games. So the more gamified an experience can be, the more true it is to Bill. If they had let me, this thing would have had live scorpions hidden inside. You would not believe some of the things that I begged for from Disney, that they were like, that's not how books work, that's not possible. Journal 3, because it sold so well, we were able to do a special edition with black lights and blacklight messages and removable parchments and things. Hopefully, knock on wood, if people like this book well enough, maybe we'll be able to do a special edition that involves all the crazy stuff that I pitched the first time, which that's the thing, I don't want to say the things that I consider that I haven't done, because I don't know if they'll do it. That's not me formally announcing they will, that's me manifesting it. How many books do we need to buy? Let's just clear the shelves, guys. Light the store on fire. That's Bill talking. But yeah, no, there's a thing I wanted to do, for example, those anatomical textbooks where it's the human body, and then you remove a plastic sheet and then it takes off the skin and it takes off the muscles, then it reveals the bones and the nervous system. I wanted to do one of those, but it's Dipper, and Bill is now remove his skin, now remove his organs. And each page is Dipper's please stop, please stop. They're it will triple the price of the book to have these plastic sheets in the center of it. I wanted that to be like 3D glasses. Anyway, I'm not here to promote what's not in the book. What is in the book is delightful. There are puzzles, there are tricks, there are codes. I've been checking out a little bit today, just seeing social media and some of the people starting to figure it out, and I'll say they've not come close to finding the hardest to find stuff in this book at all. I haven't even seen people talking about the really hard to find stuff. So fingers crossed, it takes everyone a minute. The Gravity Falls fans are quick, but there's so many red herrings in here. I feel like people are missing some of the real stuff, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
No hints, nothing?
No hints, no. The hints are in the book.
You're not gonna pop out this though, right?
I mean, if you throw it at somebody, technically any book is a pop-up book if you throw it at somebody. Pop-up book, you heard it here first.
And then, how do you explain the enduring popularity of Gravity Falls? Personally speaking, why are you a super fan of animation?
Okay, so the enduring popularity and why am I a fan of animation? I think the enduring popularity, I have to mainly just credit the incredible crew, team that I made this project with. A lot of people spend their 20s, kind of wearing different hats and trying different paths in life and sort of, having social experiences. I didn't do that. I spent my 20s making Gravity Falls with essentially this group of just like-minded, artistic, brilliant psychos who just locked ourselves in an office and we're just we're gonna work as hard as we can to make something that we'd actually love. Whether or not we can finish it on time, whether or not it's possible under this budget, we don't even know if they're gonna air it on this channel, but we're barricading ourselves. We're not leaving until we think the show is great, and they drag it from our knuckles. And all that hard work and all that love and all that time and all that talent, which, at the time people would be like, this isn't good for your health or sanity. They were right, but I think it was good for the longevity of the series because I think it holds up on rewatch. Those characters feel honest. We really tried to channel our own childhoods when we were making it. And everybody from the character designers, the storyboard artists, the voice actors, the writers, the editors, everybody gave 110%. And I think it still kind of glows with some of that love that we all put into it. And this book, by the way, features illustrations from some of the, all the original Gravity Falls artists. Ian Worrell, who designed the Mystery Shack, he did this cover and so many of the backgrounds. Joe Pitt, who designed Dipper and Mabel, most of the Bill drawings in here are him. There's this unbelievable spread with I don't know, I guess you guys all have it, so you've been looking through it, but Bill's talking about there's other universes where Dipper and Mabel won or lost finally, and this insane spread of all these parallel universe Dippers and Mabels who lost, and that's Joe and Ian, the two original artists behind Gravity Falls, just kicking ass, doing an amazing layout. So yeah, so like I think all of their passions went into it, and that's why it so hums with that kind of energy. In terms of why I'm a fan of animation, I mean, I just I think everyone's a fan of animation. Like everyone starts out a fan of animation. Like I don't think I've ever met a kid who's like, I refuse to watch that cartoon. Like that's like imagine hearing a child say that. Like it's more than at some point people say like wait a minute, this isn't real. I want to look cool. Those are lame. But like I think it's more natural to love animation than to not love it. Like I think people who don't love animation are kind of like posers. Like they're pretending. Like they secretly do, but they're kind of like acting like they don't. That's my theory anyway. I can't imagine not loving it. So it's like trying to think of reasons why I'm like why do you like sugar? Why do you like colors? I'm like, cause they're good. Mabel approved.
And to tie in, do you have any other tie-in books planned? Like obviously we talked about we'll see with Disney. Do you have any ones that you would like to?
I'm not allowed to announce or plug anything, unfortunately. Like I will say that the appetite demonstrated by the fan community for Gravity Falls stuff increases the likelihood of more Gravity Falls stuff in whatever form that can take and should take. So every time we do a little something, it's sort of a little experiment, see how people still feel about the thing. So if this thing is well enjoyed and well received, it makes it more likely that there's more stuff. But in terms of conversations that I may or may not have had, I can't say anything, unfortunately.
And then just a more general. What do you have going on these days? Anything else on your plate?
Yeah, bunch of stuff I can't talk about. I think I'm trying to think of a fun way to talk about not being able to talk about something I'm not allowed. I can't. I'm very much of the mind of like I like to go into my little hole and work hard on something and polish it, make it a lot of fun, and then I like to sort of drop it when it's ready. But other than that, I gotta keep it under my hat, unfortunately. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. I think that we're wrapping up.
You're going to do a signing after this, right?
Oh yeah.
People are going to get their book signed, right? Right. I like the sound of that. I'm so grateful to all of you for coming out, for wearing your costumes, for being fans of the project, for sharing your enthusiasm. It feels very good because you never know if anyone's gonna care. So it's really nice when they do, and it fills my heart, my black, cold old man heart, with youth and joy once again. So, oh my gosh, look at these earrings. You guys are missing out on some incredible Bill Cipher earrings right here.
She's awesome.
Can you stand up and show them your earrings? You guys have to see this. Look at this. Look at these. We got a full Bill Cipher here. We got the hat, and then these. They're like beads, but they're Bill faces.
I know them.
Got them on Etsy. Can I take a picture? Do you
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you gotta do the Bill sign. One Bill sign, boink, and then let's get a selfie. Every single one of you. There isn't time. All right, are we doing sign-in now?
Yes. I wanted to say just everything here, sharing, obviously since we were kids and everything. Obviously I already talked about how old I am when I saw this show. But
yeah, how old were you when you saw the show?
I'm 24 now, so 2012, 2016, so I was 13.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, weird. Okay, so talking to me is like talking to like a cartoon character you knew as a child. That's probably weird, right?
It's full circle.
Okay, good.
It's full circle. No, so this was like, I'm sure everybody has connections with Gravity Falls, but this one, like, honestly, you coming here, thank you so much, because it's just, again, full circle. I had to introduce my little brother to this one. That was like our first cartoon, because, you know, older sister, younger brother don't get along.
I've heard about that, but I mean, even twins sometimes don't get along, so. Yeah.
But no, that was the first year. He's like, oh, my sister's actually cool. So, thank you for the family bonding.
Thank you for the ratings. Paid for my buffalo. I really appreciate it. You've got an amazing costume as well. We should get a picture as well before this, before this is done. Yeah, you want to get one with the crowd? Let's get one with the crowd right now.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oh my gosh.
You're making me blush. Stop, stop. I hate the spotlight.
You're gonna stand, okay, and I'm doing a video right now, so everybody scream.
One photo.
2, 3, 400. Okay, great.
All right. You get a bill. Oh! Excellent. The reflexes are extraordinary. Wow. That was fast. Right into her hand.
Try it, please.
Alright, everybody, thank you so much again for being here. I'm good, thank you. And we're just gonna take a very brief intermission so that we can clear the area out and get signed up for the signing, okay? So,
Let's start with group C. If you could please exit the area.